Any other examples? Someone give life to the Pringles. You can do it.
The Pringles cracks like my back.
Ooh, I like that. Maybe the Pringles called to you from the cupboard. Eat me.
I'll buy a bag of Lay's.
So we have simile, metaphor, personification. What's rhyme? Rhyme?
Something salutary.
Like that was the ending.
Such as?
Bad and dad.
What was it?
Bad and dad.
Cat dad.
Dog-in-law.
Dog-in-law. Rhyme's very important in poetry. However, when we're looking at the poems that we're looking at, we have a lot of contemporary authors that we're looking at. A lot of them don't stick to the old poetic form, so a lot of them don't have rhyme. Do we see any rhyme in here?
No.
There's a couple of them. If anybody gets a Henry Reelberg poem, you'll find rhyme in there. But most of the poems that we're looking at don't involve a rhyme. What's imagery?
And you can like picture what it's saying.
Good. Does anybody else have something else to add over here? Yep.
It's like language to the senses.
Yeah, perfect. What would be a good example? Think about the Pringles. How they taste. Too hungry? A burst of flavor. Yeah. Alright. Do we see any imagery in here? Wood sharp as razor blade. Good. Anything else? Actually, what would that be? Wood sharp as razor blade. Simile! Yeah. So that is an image as well. Really sharp, pointy boots. Can you imagine those women with those really pointy high heels? Mackenzie, did you have an example?
Fighting my dog.
That's another good sense of imagery. Can you see those dogs on those chains in the yard? Anything else? What about this last stanza? And let you cry. This is a good image. Can you think of someone kind of trying really hard not to cry? Have you ever seen that? Little kid brought their ice cream cone. You keep on talking so your mouth doesn't fall open and let you actually cry. Good. Alright. So, now that we've gone through this, we've worked with our 6 methods, we found our imagery, we found our figurative language. Do we have any symbols? What is a symbol? Good. What is a good example of a symbol? What? A mascot. That's a great example of a symbol. What does it symbolize? Team, the spirit of the school. What's another good one?
American flag.
American flag. What does the American flag symbolize? Freedom. Symbolizes everything about our country. Freedom was the one I heard. That's a big one. Do we see any symbols in For Those Who Hate? What would taunted dogs be a symbol for? Violence. Anything else? This is about the only one we have. Another important thing when looking at the poem is your title. for those who hate. Anybody see anything important in there? Yeah. For those who hate. They're talking to somebody. What's another sense that we have they're talking to someone? What do we see over and over again? Somebody mentioned it during the alliteration. You. Exactly. They're not talking to themselves. This isn't a self-reflection kind of poem. They're talking to those people who hate you, feel guilty, make you sad, keep your kids. They're talking directly to those people who have exhibited this racism and prejudice generation after generation. Okay, so we've found our symbols, we've found our imagery, we've found our figurative language, we found our tone. What's our theme? What's the main idea of this poem? We talked about it. What do they keep passing on? Racism. Yeah, that's a big theme here. Okay, so now we've gone through our SIF method. You guys will need to use that for your own poems. So, your assignment is going to be, we're going to split you into groups. Everybody's going to get a poem. In your group, you're going to need to use the personal connections, like we made the other day. You need to use your SIF method, and you need to use your ability to find patterns within the words to be able to create a presentation talking about that poem. Literature is not in a vacuum. Nothing's in a vacuum. So that means it's not standalone. It's not by itself. We know that, right? Did we already make connections? What did we make connections to with this poem?
Oh. It's like getting taught and they're like.
What was the connection that you made, Sam?
Was it to ourselves?
To ourselves, that's a good one. But what about To Kill a Mockingbird?
Oh.
Racist. So issues that we see today, we make connections to other pieces of literature. So when you have your poem, after you have gone through, analyzed it, figured out what it's meant, you need to go online and you'll have to find a current event that relates to the theme of your poem. And then you have to present on that as well. Where's a good place to find current events? Okay. I heard a bunch of answers. Yep. CNN, that's a good one. What about local events? Things in our state. Billings Gazette, that's a great one to start with. There's also, I put another website on there, it's called Indians.com. That actually captures every single news article from around the country that deals with Native American issues. So if you can't find anything on Billings Gazette, that would be a good place to look as well. So, let's get into our groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Ashley? 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and another 1. Okay, you're going to want to get into your groups. 1s will be here, 2s here, 3s here, 4s, 5s, 6s. You're going to want to put your desks together, and then I'm going to come around and assign your poems for you. So once you're in your groups, if you open Edmodo, whatever number you are, it'll have a poem for your group. It'll also have a SIF worksheet that you guys need to the end of the period.
Those be back.
Probably wanna look at what phone you have. What group number are you guys? 6. Encampment of Powers. Encampment of Powers. What number are you guys? Missions? Okay. So there's a couple things with missions. It's always important to look up who your author is and where they come from. I think that'll help you a lot. Does anybody know what